keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant, and the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. All right, guys, welcome to practice session number 63. I'm in Pooler, Georgia. Today is Sunday, March 12th, and I'm excited about this practice session today, guys. I'm excited about all of my practice sessions, but this one in particular, and that's because today you're gonna see a lot of faces that you're probably familiar with. And what I'm referring to is I'm gonna have quite a few YouTube content creators here. Yes, of course, they're YouTube content creators, so their cameras will be rolling for their channels, but they're not gonna be on the sidelines recording. They're gonna be participating. They want to be the boss of their motorcycles. They're V.I.Preloaders, and I'm really excited about it, guys. So for those of you that don't know what we do here, this is a practice session, and this is a positive learning environment. Right? I want to start with that. This is a positive learning environment. There's no arrogance. There's no judgment. It's all positivity, simply put. We do, as far as exercises go, we do 10 exercises. Today is going to be 9 because I'm skipping 1 because of the condition of the ground, but 10 exercises. We do a bonus exercise, we do a follow the leader, we do a slow race. We have fun, right? And being able to have fun and being able to relax a little bit makes the learning process that much easier. Anyway, let's get to it. The way we do this is we're going to meet the V.I.Preloaders. We're going to find out their names, where they're from, what they ride, how long they've been riding, more importantly, how long they've been practicing, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed skills. Oh, I know, listen, I know the elephant in the room is this shirt. No, this is not a Hawaiian shirt. Let me get a little closer so you guys can see. This is a TAB Performance shirt. I was out in Daytona and I saw this shirt hanging up, and I told Bo, I said, Bo, I gotta have one of these shirts. Look at this thing. And the material is great too. There's actually a Indian, what is this? This is a chieftain. There's a chieftain on here and a street glide, right? Anyway, enough about the shirt, guys. Love you guys. Let's meet these guys. Let's get this started. Let's do it. All right, what's your name?
My name is Parker.
Where you from, Parker?
I'm Pooler, Alabama, Georgia.
Alabama, baby. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
2 years.
How long have you been practicing slow speed?
2 years.
That's what I love to hear, man. You guys are gonna see. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. I'm gonna come over here, because if you give me I don't wanna hear a stupid answer. What would you rate your slow speed skills 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
I get 6.
I disagree with the 6, but good to see you again, brother.
Same to you.
Yeah, he's sandbagging, guys. What's your name?
Andy Schultz.
Andy, where you from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Andy, how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
8 years.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
2 years.
Beautiful. Again, guys, you're gonna be in for another treat. 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you rate yourself slow speed?
You know, somewhere between 7 and 8.
Okay, good. And now I'm not done with you. What are you riding today?
I'm riding the KTM 890 again.
What year?
2021.
Always a pleasure, Andy.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your name?
Bart Gardner,
Bart, where you from?
Jonesboro, Tennessee.
Bart, how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
Now about 10 or 11 months, I guess.
Okay, 10, 11 months. Wow, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
10 or 11 months.
Beautiful. What are you riding today?
93 Honda Goldwing.
93, the SS Goldwing.
SS Goldwing, bro.
And if you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Okay, this is the part. Well, I guess after I went back and kind of looked at things, I'm gonna call myself a 4.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you. I disagree with the four. What's your name?
Michael Taylor, also known as Q the Rider.
Q the Rider. Okay. What's the Q for?
Because I am the best pool player on planet Earth.
Gotcha. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
3 years and 10 months.
How long have you been playing pool?
25 years.
Yeah, there we go. How long have you been practicing slow speed?
Probably about 2 years.
What are you riding today?
I have my 2018 Harley Road Glide Ultra, the best motorcycle that Harley Davidson makes, bar none, according to Harley Davidson.
Yes, I did see that excerpt of a video. Wait a minute, don't you have a YouTube channel?
I do. Riding and Wrenching, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs.
Interwebs, baby. And if you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
God, I'm probably a 5.9 today. I'm probably maybe a 6.5.
Okay, good. Guys, Riding and Wrenching, watch his channel. Good stuff, really good stuff. And he just did Lock and Lean and put out a good video just showing similarities, comparing it to different things as far as my channel and whatever else. So definitely check out his channel. Good to see you again, brother. All right, what's your name?
Jogo.
So you're Joe today?
Yes.
No Chuck?
No Chuck.
Okay.
He already went home.
Where you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
All right. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
About 7 years.
What are you riding today?
17 Street Glide.
More importantly, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
About 2 years, I want to say.
Don't you have a YouTube channel?
I do. Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. Go watch it.
Yes. Check his channel out too, guys. Listen, I'm not going to tell you to check somebody's channel out just because I'm trying to be a nice guy if I don't think it's good. Good channel. Check it out. Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What would you give yourself?
I'll go
Slow speed.
I'll go 6.5. I think last time I went 5.5.
Okay.
So.
Was it you or was it Chuck?
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of share the same skill level, so.
Okay. Good to see you again,
All
brother.
right, good to see you.
All right. Good morning. What's your name?
Tim Marshburn,
Tim, where you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, anyhow.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
Motorcycles, since I was a kid, been riding like cruiser bikes, I guess, again as an adult since about 2008, 2009.
What are you riding today?
I'm riding a 2020 Road Glide Limited.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
So, since I started watching your channel, which is about 2 years ago
Okay,
now.
good.
So,
Good.
don't practice as much as I should. Well, I'll take that back.
Yeah.
I don't practice with cones and things, but I'm always trying to ride slow. I'm trying to get better at turning in traffic, and the things that matter to me, I'm trying to do better, right? I'm trying to get my confidence to doing U-turns, and I can do them, but I'm not as confident as I need to be still.
Absolutely.
And I'm still scared to lean the bike.
Practice is going to come with that. Yeah. Absolutely. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
I'm still going to go 3.5 and a 4, just where my confidence is at right now.
Good to see you. Oh, wait a minute. Don't you have a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel.
What's it called?
My YouTube channel is Papa D Rides.
Papa D Rides.
I like to share my love of riding this great country and seeing the beautiful sights that God has given us here in the United States.
Great guy. Definitely check out his channel. Always a pleasure, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's your name?
Jeff Forrester, a.k.a. Trucker 2 times.
So you drove a truck? Or you drive a truck?
27 years, 2.5 million miles
Beautiful.
worth, yeah.
Now, guys, before I ask him any more questions, Jeff is on the Facebook group, Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. If you want to be a part of that group, obviously you have to be subscribed. But anyway, he's on it all the time, and he does videos. You on Instagram too?
Yeah, everywhere.
And if you when listening to his voice, I knew he was a truck driver, even if it wasn't Trucker 2 times. He's got that cadence about his voice. You'll see what I'm saying. Anyway, where you from?
Pennington Gap, Virginia.
All right.
Over by Bristol.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I just got mine in October, but I
Really?
rode dirt bikes about 30 years ago. But
Nice.
I'm Greenhorn, yeah.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Since October when I found you, and that's when I got the bike.
Beautiful,
So, yeah.
beautiful. What are you riding today?
2007 Honda Shadow Deluxe 600
Nice.
VLX. Yeah.
And if you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what do you give yourself?
I'm hoping to be a good 2, or I'm hoping I'm sandbagging a little bit. Yeah.
Everybody's sandbagging here today, man.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you,
It's
brother.
Pleasure to meet you,
All right,
bud.
man.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Cool, buddy. All right.
Trucker 2 times. What's your name?
D.
D, where you from?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle, D?
About 10, 11 years.
What are you riding today?
It's a 5th gen 2012 Goldwing.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
About 3 years now.
Another guy. It's going to be getting a lot of treats today, guys. I'm just letting you know. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow
That's a
speed.
tricky question, man.
What do you give yourself?
So last time in North Carolina press session, in the end, I gave myself 6.5. I would say since then and now, my skill improved a little.
Of course.
A little bit more consistent than before. But a bike,
Different bike this time.
different bike, right? And
What were you on before?
It's a Kawasaki Vulcan. I will say I will probably go a little bit conservative today.
In other words, sandbagging. Yeah, everybody's doing it, so why not?
Why not, right? Why not be the first guy sandbagging?
Yeah.
So I will start from 6 and see how
Okay.
it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to see you again,
Yeah,
brother.
thank you.
What's your name?
Name is Rich.
Rich, where you from?
I'm from Florida.
Okay. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
In the 90s for a couple of years, got out of it for about 20 plus years, got back about 3.5 years ago.
Okay. What are you riding today?
Today I'm on the 2019 Honda Goldwing Ruby.
Kind of like a motorcycles. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Probably about almost 2.5, 3 years now.
Yeah. Okay. And if you had to give yourself a rating, slow speed, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you give yourself? Here comes it. Yeah, listen.
I'm gonna give
if
myself a 6.
It's supposed to rain today. Good thing I got all these
I'm gonna
sandbags.
give myself a 6. I think
Okay.
that's good.
Okay. All right. Pleasure to meet you. Not meet you.
Likewise,
Pleasure to see you again. All right. Listen, guys, you think it's a coincidence that a lot of people that have been practicing slow speed, it's about 2 years somewhere in there? Because that's how old this channel is. All right. Anyway, we're going to get started, guys. 1 through 9. We're skipping 8. So warm up through 10, whatever the hell we're doing. But we're going to do it. We got some rain coming in, so let's get to it. Let's do it. Got Goldwing Parking right here. Reverse gears. I put cones down specifically for the Cadillac and motorcycles. And I prefer they all pull in at the same time, because if they're all running, maybe I can hear them. All right, welcome to practice session number 63, guys. Anybody here have an issue being on YouTube? You? The guy with the biggest, the smallest, on the interwebs. We're skipping exercise number 8 because, again, there's a big thing of dirt going right across there. So, no offset double serpentine, but I'm going to make up for it later. I told you, I don't know if I told you, didn't I tell you? I was doing something new just for today's practice session. All right? That's going to be later on, though. It's going to be later on.
Specifically, word being fall.
No. Okay, so this is not a competition. I have to say that.
Yeah, right.
But with that being said, I know that there will be some people out here competing. That's just their nature, competitive nature. That's fine. All right? We're here to have fun. We're here to get better. It's an each one, teach one. So it's a competition for some, but it's a fun competition. Fun competition. All right? All right. So you guys know the first 5 steps. That's what I want you guys to do all day today. We know we're not touching the front brake today in an exercise. All right? That's a 10 push-up penalty if you squeeze it. I'm not going to just say touching it. Squeezing it. All right? Who went to Daytona? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So when I was out in Daytona, this is what I mean when I say once you start grasping the skills that are necessary to ride these motorcycles at slow speeds, which really is equivalent to knowing how to ride it, then when you get around just tons of motorcycle riders, all you see are people. I said it all the time while I was down there. If you go to Main Street and you see all these black marks on this ground, that's not from the tires. That's from the soles of people's feet, right? Because people, again, we don't laugh at them, we help them. But the point is, it's on display how lopsided. So what I do is try to just look for people that aren't doing that. And oh my God, it's tough to find, right? So that's what we're doing. It's important that people know that when you ride with your feet extended, dragging, walking, anything like that, all you're doing is displaying that you're petrified of this motorcycle at slow speeds. And like I always say, in an MSF course, they teach you to do that because they don't want to bog you down with a bunch of stuff. So they tell you to walk the bike. So if you've been riding 50 years and you're still doing that, you're at the same level as a brand new rider at slow speeds. And I say that because I need you to get that. I need that to resonate in you. If it makes you feel bad, good, do something about it. That's what it's all about, all right? So anyway, first thing we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna do short starts and stops. That exercise to me is so important because at slow speeds, we just talked about it, most people struggle. And so what do they do when they feel that struggle? Either they introduce speed, or they take the motorcycle for a walk, or they put their feet out. So those cones are 15 feet apart. I want you to bring your front wheel from one cone to the next cone, all right? Now, this is about a few things. It's about following the first 5 steps. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload your throttles and keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, and as soon as the bike starts to move, pick up your foot. As soon as it starts to move, right? And why are we picking up the bike as soon as it starts to move? Well, because we already said slowly release the clutch, right? And we know that as soon as this bike starts to move, as soon as it wants to move, it wants to stand up, right? So we understand as soon as it starts to move, it wants to stand up. That's why as soon as it moves, we pick up our foot because we don't need it on the ground anymore. The bike's gonna stand up by itself with power, okay? All right, so we know we have to use the rear brake too at times, right? If you're using your rear brake today, guys, easy on the rear brake. Remember, we drag the rear brake, right? Much like if you wanna move your car forward, you pick your foot up off the brake a little bit and it's gonna move. That's dragging the brake in your car. That's what we're doing here. The other part about this is being coordinated, all right? So everything we do today, we should be doing it nice and controlled and easy, right? That's why we take our egos and we throw them in the pond because we're gonna be ballet dancers today or slow dancing, if you will, right? Everything we do should be subtle. That's why we cover the rear brake because if we need it, we're already there. We can apply light pressure, right? Okay, listen to your throttles today, listen to your engines, okay? The goal is to keep it steady, all right? Now, if you have, maybe, I don't know if the Goldwings are like this, where once it starts moving, the throttles, the idle is smooth, am I right? So they can kind of just let it idle and go through an exercise. I tried that on my bike. Everybody's bike's different. And when my bike is at idle moving, it's going like this. Listen, we already don't feel comfortable going slow, and the last thing we want to do is add this to it, right? That's another reason why we do everything smooth, because if you hit the rear brake too hard. So anything herky-jerky, everything is exaggerated when you're going slow, all right? So when I talk about being coordinated, sometimes we do things out of order, and that's why it looks so crazy. So you're pulling up to the cone, and for whatever reason, your foot's on the brake, but you're not braking hard enough. And then you see, oh, I'm about to pass it, and then you smash it at the end, all right? So we just gotta be coordinated, all right? It's about being the boss, knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Any questions? Let's do it. All right, guys, warm-up exercise. Short starts and stops. Andy's gonna be going first. Next cone. Nice and smooth. Look at his head and his eyes. One more. Good job, Andy. This is Parker. Good. Start off a little slower. There we go. Good control. One more. Good job, man. See, he was going a little fast at first, then he slowed down. got Tim here, Papa D rides. Good. Take off a little bit slower. Nice, take off a little bit slower. Nice and easy. There we go. Try it again. If you feel you're gonna fall, just open up the clutch a little. Good, 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 good. Excellent, that was beautiful. He's got his toes. He's got his toes on the rear brake. Perfect, to help him not apply too much pressure. All right, we got Mike here riding and wrenching. Very nice. See how he starts out? All right. All right, let's brake a little smoother. There we go. It's all about coordination. Good job, that was excellent. The point is, I don't want to see their bike jump up and then dive. That way it's not smooth. Now we got Joe here, Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures. All right, start off slow and you pass the cone. Front wheel at the cone. Nice and easy on that rear brake. Good, one more. All right, good job. Right there was a little of an abrupt takeoff. I want you to be in control of the bike. Start it off nice and smooth, stop it nice and smooth. All right, this is Bart, SS Goldwing. Nice. All right, nice and easy, boy. One more. All right, good job. All right, we got Jeff here. Good. Trucker 2 times. Jeff, look at my camera. Head and eye, straight ahead. Look at my camera. All right, take off a little slower. All right. Now you see, when I tell them to take off a little bit slower, then you start seeing the handlebars swaying side to side. That's what I want. I want them to work that out. I want them to feel comfortable. This is D. Good, you passed the cone, D. D, you're going too fast. Start off nice and slow. Stay slow. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Good. All right, good job, D. All right, last but not least, we got Rich. Rich, the return rider. I should have put all the Goldwings back to back. Good, good, good. Very nice. Nice, one more. All right, good job, man. Guys, we're going to talk about it with them, but the exercise is so important because, again, you have to do this all the time. So I want you to be comfortable doing it. All right, let's talk about it. I love that exercise. That exercise, as far as I'm concerned, separates the men from the boys. I don't mean that literally, but I'm talking about as far as being the boss of your motorcycle. So a couple of you guys, I'm looking at your front fork when you start and when you stop. And if your bike's going like this, too abrupt, right? You're still trying to let the motorcycle kind of do stuff and you're a little uncoordinated. So that's why I say slow down a little bit. And when I told Jeff, slow down. At first, Jeff was starting like this. When I said slow down, then he was starting like this. That's what I want to see, right? Same thing with Tim. Tim, at first, he was going a little fast, and then when I told him to slow down, he kind of lost. Listen, remember, what do we talk about first? If the bike has power, it wants to stand up. So if you feel it, if you feel like you're going to fall, just open up your hand, all right? You don't have to open it all the way, but just provide power to the rear wheel. That's why we stay loaded or preloaded, okay? All right. And Q was he was just abusing his rear brake. You know, he was stopping like this. Right? Nice and easy. Tim had his immediate toes on his rear brake. So he's ensuring he's not going to give too much pressure on the rear brake. All right? So that's what I mean, guys. Nice and easy. You should know your motorcycle by now. Slowly release the clutch once it starts to move, especially in that exercise. If you're not moving a long distance, you can really preload, open up the clutch, and as soon as it starts to move, you can kind of pull the clutch in and just kind of, and if you need it, open it up a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't have to stay in the friction zone the whole way, but if you do, you're not going to have this, right? So, all right. Enough said about that. Any questions? Doc, listen, if anybody needs a prescription filled today, Andy's got you. All right, guys. Exercise number 1 now. This is stops and starts. You guys are going to go down here, follow the doctor. I'm going to be down here. You're going to ride toward me. And I always tell him, this is not emergency braking. I don't need you flying at me, but Andy's going to do it anyway. I only want you to get up to 2nd gear. And the purpose of this exercise is I want you to practice downshifting, front brake or both brakes, however you want to do it. But at the end of that stop, rear brake only. Okay, I have to be clear about this because, you know, people online don't pay attention. And if they hear front brake, don't use the front brake, they just hear don't use it at all. And that just doesn't make sense. If you really want to stop your motorcycle, you have to use the front brake. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All the stopping power is in the front. However, your rear brake is going to give you control of your motorcycle at slow speeds, all right? Better control. The way I like to look at it, if you're painting, your front brake is a roller. Your rear brake is a fine paintbrush. That's what you do your cutting with, all right? That's how you're going to finish this stop to make it nice and smooth. And when you're coming to that stop, if you feel, uh-oh, it's starting to feel shaky, people that don't know this, in their minds, that just means stop. That's why you see an abrupt brake, front brake, and the feet come down. Because as soon as they felt, uh-oh, it's slow speeds, it's time to stop. But we know all we have to do is go back into the friction zone, rear brake at the same time. That's going to keep the motorcycle true. Bing! Listen, in that exercise, like I said, it's so important to me because it's something we always have to do. Why should we still be struggling at that? Well, it's because people don't know the techniques to use. So they've been riding for years and years, just doing it wrong for years and years and hoping it's going to work out. We know better, all right? So when you guys are out riding, you should always be saying to yourself, okay, I'm getting ready to stop. No reason to rush to that light. Let me practice the slow race, slow, whatever you want to call it, slow ride, race. And every time you stop, you should always be practicing the stop like this. You're practicing on your coordination and everything. If you're stopping and then you go like this, you're not coordinated. That's all that means. You put your foot down, but you're not applying enough pressure on the brake to actually stop the motorcycle. And it's not a surprise when the motorcycle's stopping, or at least it shouldn't be. You're stopping it. And it's dictated by how much pressure you apply to the rear brake, all right? Or the front brake if you're using it. Any questions? Andy? Exercise number 1, guys. Stops and starts. We got the doctor going first. He's writing prescriptions today. Like butter. We got Parker. Downshift, good. Excellent. Nice takeoff at the preload. We got here D. D is a speed demon too, so. Good job, man. Almost. Almost. I'm gonna see if he's in the frame. Parker did legs, he can barely walk. These Goldwing guys. Good job. I think I told him no emergency braking, right? Did I tell him that? There we go, somebody listened. Good job. Preload was a little low coming out of there. I'll talk to him about that. Nice. The SS Goldwing. Nice, Bart. His head and his eyes are always straight ahead. He's like a statue, like a soldier. I love the way that bike sounds. All right, the only soft tail here today. Let's talk about it, guys. All right, good luck, guys. When I go back and watch this video, I'm gonna see if D and if Rich passed my camera. Like if you're out of the shot, you hit somebody. You're going too fast, man. But listen, nice and smooth. All the stops were smooth. Where's Jeff? Oh, Jeff, just nice and easy. So I saw you were on both brakes. That's fine. And then at the end, you stop like this. Remember, I wanted this. This is to simulate you just coming to a stop, a regular stop at a traffic light. So it should be nice and easy. So again, everything you do today, every time you stop your motorcycle today, I want you to stop it the way we were stopping over there. Nice and easy, okay? And as we progress in these exercises, whatever we do, I want you to kind of do it that way. So when you take off nice and easy, all right? We're always practicing that, right? We're always trying to fine tune that. So if you take off like this, that's not what we're doing out here, right? Take off nice and easy. All right, any questions? All right. This is going to be practice for later for some of yous. The slow ride, all right? You guys are going to go back around where you just were. Ride toward me at a normal speed. Come to a stop. I'm just looking at that again. Then we're going to do a slow ride. I'm going to walk aside you, all right? I want you to ride at my walking pace. Some of you are going to be a lot slower than my walking pace. That's fine. And the purpose of this exercise is, I like this, guys. So you can tell people that have been here before. I'm talking to them. They already start. I see lights coming on. They're like, wrap it up, mother father. Wrap it up. Anyway, the purpose of this exercise is I don't want you going in a straight line. If you can do that, you're going too fast. I want you to be the coin rolling across the table that's losing momentum, but you're not going to fall. You're not going to put a foot down. You're just going to do what you need to do to correct that. Go back into the friction zone. So you can do this one of two ways or three ways. You can open up the clutch, pull it in, let it coast. And then when you feel, uh-oh, give it a little bit more, let it coast. Or you can stay in the friction zone the whole time. Or you can stay in the friction zone and use the rear brake dragging at the same time. Whatever works for you. We're not going to do it for a long period of time. Any questions? Do it. All right, guys, this is exercise number 2, the slow ride. Ready? Let's do it. Good job. You watch him, guys. Practice session number 62, that was the slow race champion. Ready? Good job, Parker. Ready? Let's do it. Good job. All right, we got Tim here. Ready? Let's do it. Good job, Tim. Quick foot tap. Again, that's why we're practicing. Ready? Good job, D. Really good. I mean, once you start getting this and getting the concept of power to the rear wheel and trusting and believing it, right? At least I know when you're using it. You ready? Good job. And that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to, when I see those handlebars starting to turn, and I don't see a foot come down, that's what I'm looking for. Nice, boy. You ready? I love the way this bike sounds, nice and smooth. Good job, boy. It's like a, I don't know what it is, man. It's like sounds like a sports car or something. What kind of front light is that? It looks good. All right, you ready? Let's do it. All right, good job. Where his heel meets the sole of his shoe, he puts this on the peg right at the heel. It's perfect. Ready? Wrist to return rider. Good job, man. All right, not bad at all. Let's talk about it, guys. Anybody got any questions regarding that last exercise? No? Great. Exercise number 3 next, guys. So listen, the first 4 exercises that we're doing, no leaning required, right? There's a reason for that, right? There's a method to the madness. So I really feel strongly about what I'm about to say. I love you guys. That wasn't it though. But I feel strongly about that. Exercises, the warm-up, all the way up until 4. As far as I'm concerned, that is the meat and potatoes, right? That's the fundamental. It's so important to all of this other stuff because it's going to force you to kind of trust and believe that the answer is this, right? Not putting your feet down. Rich, your bike's on. So Tim had a little, just a bing, he put the foot down, bing. But all that showing me, and it should be showing Tim, is, okay, I have to practice this more because at a certain point, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to, especially, think about this, guys, we're going in a straight line, right? So if you're still feeling timid to put your foot down going straight, then you're damn sure going to do that in a turn, and I don't want that because that's when we get hurt, all right? All right. Any questions? No. All right, exercise number 3. Some people love this, some people hate it. But Andy said something to me today that I said I have to share. He said if I have minimal time, but I want to get a ride in, and I have to make a choice, go for a short ride or a short practice. He chooses to practice. That's awesome. But see, his mind is already there. Just like Q, he's always practicing. He's putting his practice on his videos. He's going to other trainings. And I say that all the time, guys. If you want to be good at anything, you can't get all your information from one source. So it's always good to look at as much as you can. Somebody's always going to say something or present something that you didn't hear. It could be the same thing you heard, but present it in a different way that resonates with you. So definitely do that. Put it all together and then, do what you want to do. All right, sermon over. All right, trust and believe. Step number 1 is always the same. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. Step number 3, preload your throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4, bring your clutch right before the friction zone. Why? Because in step number 5, you're going to pick up your foot with your motorcycle sitting still. I don't want it moving at all. And as soon as you feel it start to fall, you're going to open up your hand. That's why we want to be right before the friction zone. All right? You don't want to feel it falling. And it happens sometimes. You'll be opening up your hand, your bike is still falling. That's why I say you need sufficient power to the rear wheel. Don't pop it unless you're letting the bike go all the way over. You might have to do that, right? So just, rest assured that when the bike is falling, don't give up and say it's time to put the foot down. It can be corrected all the way to the ground, right? Trust and believe that. First gear, cover the rear brake, preload. Clutch, there it is for me. Keep it loaded. Pick up my foot. And at the end, I want you to come to a smooth stop. We're not just flying out. Because at the end of the day, we're always going to be in control today. What's the 3 C's in Preloader Nation, Mike? He said, yeah.
He doesn't know he dropped his bike too much.
Well, confidence, consistency, and control. All right? That's what we're working on. And if he drops his bike a lot, that's him working on his confidence. So that's a good thing. All right? Now, sometimes that happens. People drop their bikes and their confidence takes a hit. I get it. All right? But just trust and believe, okay? Any questions? All right, you guys are going to pull right to these cones right here. Now, I set that up purposely because I want you guys to practice making this turn, right? Coming to a smooth stop. We don't stop with our handlebars turned. So when you're making that turn, come out of, straighten out your handlebars, then foot down. How do you ensure that you do that? Same thing we just did, slow ride. Stay in the friction zone, friction zone, rear brake. Once you're straight, bing, foot comes down. All right, guys, exercise number 3, trust and believe. Very important. You changed ever since you joined this gang. Ever since you joined this gang, you've changed, man. All right, you know what you're doing, right? Yeah. Well, we'll see. Nice. Now, I asked him if he knew what he was doing. He said, yeah. What happened to the stop? Don't forget to come to a stop. Ah, do it again, you were moving. Nice, Andy, very nice. All right, you're good. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he started to put his foot down. His foot went like that. That's fighting an instinct and winning the battle. I love seeing that. Nice. All right, you know what you're doing, right? Nice. Very nice. Straighten out, baby. Straighten out. All right. You know what you're doing?
Yeah, the trust and believe.
Okay, yeah. Supposed to stop. Yeah, come back.
I always forget that you added that stop.
And I keep forgetting to remind people. So, the reason why your bike was still falling over here, not enough power. So just open up your clutch a little bit more. All right. And keep it loaded. Up. There you go. All right, Tim, I know Tim loves this exercise. Good, straighten out, good. I remember you love this exercise.
Yeah. I just got to remember, you know, a friend of mine was an aviator. He says, when all else fails, fly the plane. I need to, when all else fails, ride the bike.
That's it. All right, preload, first gear, all that stuff's good. Head and eye straight ahead. Don't move. Good, open it up. Oh, you had it, man, that was good.
Ride the bike. I put more pressure on myself, man, out here.
Good. Oh, you had it.
I don't want to do it one more time. I don't feel like I let the bike go. I was moving before it started.
Yeah,
falling,
yeah.
So I'm just trying to feel that sensation.
Let it out. Oh, that was it. Good. to a stop. Nice. There we go. We're going to talk to Tim. All right. You know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Come to a stop. It's good, man. It's good. It's just a balance thing. And you know, we want to be perfect. We do everything perfect. It's still on 2 wheels. We're gonna lose our balance at times. Straighten out. Yeah, make sure you straighten out. All right, you got this? Nice! Stop sandbagging! He said, I'm gonna try. He did that perfectly. All right. First gear, covering the rear brake. Preload that throttle. Clutch right before the friction zone. When you're ready, pick up that foot. Make sure the bike's not moving. And then come to a stop. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Talking 2 times. That was nice. Okay, so as impressive as that looked, you're leaning. We're not leaning until we get to S5.
Come on, man. Why you busting my top?
Remember, I just said if we're going fast, what's the point? We're here to go slow. But just you coming out of that turn, that's impressive. I'm not being sarcastic. It is, but that's not what we want yet. All right? Because when we get to the next exercise, we ain't doing it. But all right, show them how it's done, man. Woo! Nice, Rich. Good job. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. All right, listen, before I start talking about this exercise, good job on that. A couple of funny things, a couple of points. First, Q decided to skip the doctor and go first. I said to him, you know what you're doing? I got this. He didn't even stop. He's supposed to stop. But I always forget to tell people, don't forget to stop. Now, where's Tim? Yes, sir. So, Tim said earlier, I'm still nervous to lean the bike, make U-turns, right? I still have to think about it a lot. And you notice that when Tim does trust and believe, Tim has to sit there for a while. He's kind of trying to work it out in his mind. And he'll pick up his foot, put it right down. Remember, when you do that exercise, the purpose of that exercise is when you feel falling to open your hand. So, a lot of people are sitting there, and what they're really trying to do is pick up their foot and have the motorcycle balance as long as possible. That's not the exercise. If you pick up your foot and as soon as you pick it up, it starts to fall, you're in the exercise. Just open your hand, right? And you'll be fine, right? But it's not a coincidence that Tim is reluctant to pick up his foot and at the same time, he's not comfortable leaning the motorcycle. This is why this exercise to me is so important. Andy, the first time he went, he picked up, his foot was up and I saw his foot go like this. He was getting ready to put his foot down. That's fighting an instinct and winning the battle. I love to see that. And that's going to happen eventually. The more you practice this stuff, you're going to say, putting my foot down is not even the answer. Jeff, that was excellent, man. That was excellent. And his bike is, I thought that bike was a Harley. I did when he first pulled up. Nice looking pipe, man. Nice looking bike. All right, any questions on that? Again, you guys could practice that not anywhere, right? Like for instance, in this exercise, I'll see people doing what we did over there, picking up their foot. And no, and this exercise is different. As a matter of fact, this cone's a little too far. This is exercise number 4, guys. Right turns, left turns from a stop. And I always say it, this exercise has the highest failure rate. But that's why we don't do this first. If you apply the same things we did there, as far as your takeoff, when we do it from a stop, and the slow ride, it's the same thing here. The only thing we're doing is turning the handlebars, right? Which actually makes your motorcycle easier to balance. A lot of people are reluctant to turn. I say it all the time. Most motorcycle riders go straight and make slight turns. Preloader Nation, we know, no. We have to turn the handlebars. Now, you don't have to do a full lock or anything crazy in here unless, like most people, not most people, like some people, you decide to start your turn late. Now, depending on your motorcycle, if you're riding the Harley Davidson touring motorcycle, You can get about right here and still turn, but now you have to lock the handlebars, right? So this is again practicing judgment, knowing when your motorcycle should turn, when you should turn it, what it can fit through. Like, these are things you should know. That's why the last practice session, Steve Pleasant, he has a grand, what is the name of that? Pan America. And he's got these big bags on it. And when we started, he said, I'm gonna take the bags off. And I said, why? He says, because I don't want to be hitting stuff. I said, no, I tell people to take their bags off if they're worried about scratching them. But if you need to practice with those bags on so you know how wide your bike is. So, and sure enough, he was killing the cones in a single serpentine, but it's giving him a better perspective of what he needs to do. He has to go out even wider with his bike, all right? Okay, so anyway, guys, when you come in here, and we all practice differently, I stop right here when I'm doing it from a stop. You don't have to stop here. This is not a competition. If you want to move back a little bit, that's fine. If you want to be over to the right to make a left, that's fine. But again, everything we're doing out here today is to show you what you need to work on, right? You're going to eventually know, oh, please, I don't need to, this is plenty of room. And that's why when we were there and I told you if you were taking off like this, take off slower. Because that's you being in control. And then this won't intimidate you as much to start out slow, because you know that power has you. It's got you. So don't worry about it. Turn your head and your eyes. Turn the handlebars. And if you feel like you're falling going slow, and you'll see Andy, you'll see Mike, you'll see a couple of people doing this as slow as possible. You'll see Parker. All they're doing is exercise number 3. As soon as they feel falling, they open up their hand, close it. Close it. That's all they're doing. Take the power away, give it. Because with power, up, down, up, all right? If you get that concept in your mind and you practice it, trust me, it's gonna change the way you look at all of this, and it's gonna raise your confidence, because what we're worrying about is falling. You know you're not gonna fall with power. It's just not gonna happen. I'm guaranteeing you that. It's not a theory, it's a fact. Power, up. Simple as that. Okay, first time through, guys, I just want you to go straight through. And I'm gonna be a stickler about this, guys. I don't wanna lean at all, because if you're leaning your bike, that means you're going fast. And we don't want speed. I want you to just control the bike, right? Your goal is to be somewhere in the middle. Some people end up right here. Even if you're here, that's fine, all right? Also, I don't want you guys to beat yourselves up if you don't do something perfect. Now, I know he did exercise number 3, and he stopped real nice, but he had to take his foot off the right brake to put his foot down. He was like, ah. Listen, we're still on 2 wheels, right? Shit's gonna happen, all right? The next time you guys come through, I'm gonna stop you. Like I said, stop wherever you want. Head and eyes, make the turn. Lastly, you're gonna stop, make the turn, and stop. So I told Rich got admonished, because Rich made a nice turn coming up to exercise number 3. After I just finished telling you guys, I don't want you going fast, you know. So, I complimented him on that, because a lot of people have an issue coming out of a lean and riding the motorcycle and stopping smoothly, which he did. But I told him I don't want to see that. I want you to come straight, stop, because we're practicing for this. No. So, I think it was, yeah, Jeff did it too. Jeff was coming to a turn. He's making the turn, and when he stopped like this. The bike was still lean, and the handlebars would turn. His bike's lighter, so he can get away with that. But all that's showing me is, that's what I was talking about earlier when I said, when people feel, uh-oh, I'm falling, time to stop. And when really it's not. Friction zone, rear brake, straighten out. Now you can come to a nice smooth stop, all right? And that's what this is simulating. Head and eyes, handlebars. Head and eyes, handlebars. Yeah, you're actually getting better. I have to tell you that. You're actually getting better. Security Bill, that wasn't happening with Security Bill. But I harp on head and eyes so much because do I need my head and eyes to make this turn? No. But if you're in the habit of not turning your head and your eyes, here, you're going to do the same thing out there, and it's dangerous. Or when people say, they make a turn, somebody comes out, something comes out, they dump the bike, now they're mad at that person. Well, that shows me two things. One, they didn't look before they committed to the turn, because if they did, they wouldn't have made the turn, right? Or they would have made the turn differently. Secondly, it shows me that they don't know what to do when they see, uh-oh. That's why we practice, because we know friction zone, straighten out, rear brake, boom. That's all you have to do. Just like you did that turn coming out of it, same thing. All right, any questions? Straight through. Exercise number 2 as I'm approaching. Head nice. Straight up. Now as I'm approaching, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Now right there, as I was coming up to here, I'm trying to stay on the white line. That's what I'm trying to do. And I feel the bike starting to go like this. So all I did was open up the clutch a little bit more, give it a little bit more rear brake. That kept me straight. All right, now we're gonna do it from a stop. Stop, stop. Straighten out. Bing. Any questions? Now again, I always exaggerate that, but I'm trying to emphasize that all I'm doing there is I turn the handlebars, and once I get to a certain spot, I try to hold the motorcycle as still as possible. As soon as I feel a little bit of falling, I give it a little bit of clutch. I open just a little bit, just to pick me up. Sometimes I'll give it too much and it'll throw me over to the side. So this is what I mean when I say it's a finesse thing. Not finesse the Challenger, but it's a finesse thing, right? Sometimes I'll even shift my body just a little bit if I need to do that. Being the boss, knowing again, when you're out there riding normally, you're not gonna be doing all of this stuff anyway, or maybe you will, but it's not necessary, that's my point, all right? But again, this gives us options out there. So when we go, let me tell you something. When we were riding out in Daytona, it happens all the time. When you start riding with people that aren't proficient in this, everything changes, right? Like we're going on that road at Destination Daytona before you turn into where the vendors are. The cop tells me you need to just make a U-turn. So if I hear that, I get a little excited. Oh shit, I gotta make a U-turn? Most motorcycle riders, it's an oh shit moment. Oh God, I gotta make a U-turn? What other vehicle is, all we're doing is turning a vehicle around. But I said it before, if you make a U-turn, any of you guys, if you make a U-turn where motorcycles are gathered, motorcycle riders, and if you're doing it a real tight one, like I say, it's not necessary. At the same time, if somebody goes by doing a wheelie, 2 people might look at that, but they're all looking at you like, he's doing the stunt. You're just doing a U-turn. So this is why it shows you we have to change this, you know? Like I tell you guys, don't criticize, don't make fun of people. You help them. And the way you do that, I do it all the time. I go to Harley Davidson. If I see a crowd of people, I just do a couple of U-turns. I do a nice slow, you know, like I was just doing, and then I stop, and then the conversation starts, right? And that's, you guys can do the same thing. People are gonna ask you, well, yeah, each one teach one, that's right. They're gonna ask you, are you a motor officer? And that's the mentality. No, this is all you have to do. Tell them about Robert Simmons paying it forward. Oh, that's it, that's what it used to be. Be the boss of your motorcycle, right? But that's what you guys are doing. So at that day, it'll be Mike paying it forward, or Bart paying it forward. By the way, did I tell you how impressed I am? I know all your names. I love it, man. Stop looking at my cones, Andy. I'm gonna have to do a close-up of Andy's eyes. He said he wasn't looking at him. I beg to differ.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Hey, you got that on camera? You gotta make sure that makes it into the video.
What?
You ready for a luau?
It's recorded. Head and eyes, keep looking at the camera. Head and eyes. All right, it's only the first time, but he's looking down. Nice, Q. Straight through. Nice. Good job, D. A little bit of a lean there, but it's all good. There we go. That's how I want it. Straight up. I'll make sure to tell D that. Excellent. Same thing. Same thing. Excellent, Andy. All right, boy, head and eyes, straight ahead. You're looking down. Nice, Bart. But you see Bart starting his turn late, too. Now, straight through. Good. Straight through. Nice, Parker. Nice, his bag hit the cone. No lean, no lean. There you go. Very nice. Good, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're good, you're good, you're good. Good, 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 good. Turn. Nice. He's turning late. That's the only reason he's so tight on the outside cones. Nice, Andy. All right. Straight through. Head nice. See, he felt uh-oh, so he introduced speed. He didn't need speed. Happens. Balance. All right. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Nice. And this thing is quiet.
Yeah.
Head and eyes. Nice, D. All right, the Goldwings, baby, back to back to back. Full lock on that Goldwing. Straight through, straight through, straight through. Good, good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. There we go. Good job, Tim. Yeah, so before you were waiting like really long before you turned. That's the only reason you were so close.
I felt like my balance was going that way.
Oh, okay.
Like I was, yeah.
Looking good though. Head and eyes. Nice, very nice. That time his balance was going that way. Stop over here, Andy. Nice. Stop over here, Q. Straighten out. Good job. Stop over here. Head and eyes. All right, too much speed, Joe. Nice and easy. Stop over here, Parker. Stop over here. Head and eyes, Jeff. Look at my camera. All right, watch your RPMs too. They don't need to be that high, okay? All right. Come to a stop, D. Like butter, baby, like butter. Oh, you're just showing off now. He's past the line. Nice. See his bike jumping? Doesn't matter. As soon as he gets a little bit too much power, rear brake to counter it. Straight through, straight through. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. He had that. He didn't put a foot down, I don't think, so that's all I care about. He's looking at those cones. He just told me I was looking at the cone. All right, come to a stop. Watch that foot.
Every time.
So here's what's
Going left, and it's like I do that right there coming in.
here's what's happening. Yeah, you're right. Every time you go, your weight shifted this way. So because you're making a left turn, when you pick up your left foot, remember you pick up your foot as soon as the motorcycle starts to move. Because the foot's down, the bike's already kind of lean that way.
Yeah.
Let it lean that way a little bit and just catch it with the clutch. That way at least you're already going in that direction. All right, right turns, guys. Andy is showing out, baby. He's just showing you what you're going to have to deal with later. That's what's happening. Straight through. Q said he's not worrying about it. He should be. Straight through. Head and on, Jeff. Good. Good, good, good. Good, head and eyes, look at the camera. Keep it loaded, rear brake. So Tim is trying to will that motorcycle to turn. Just got to turn those handlebars. Good, good, good. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Nice, very nice. Trusting it and believing. Because he was staring right at my cones and he was going toward it. As soon as I told him to look up at the camera, the motorcycle went in that direction. It's not a magic trick, guys. It helps, though. Straight up, Joe. Straight up. Leaning, you're leaning. Good, head and eyes, rear brake, turn it, turn it, turn it. Good, there you go, Tim. Excellent. Nice, Rich. All right, shut it off. All right, can you guys hear me? Yep. I want you, Jeff, a few of you, I need you guys to be in the habit of looking before you commit, all right? Look, a lot of you guys are starting the turn, then you're looking. That's backwards, right? Because if something's not right, you're not gonna commit, right? So that last turn, Bart was just molesting this cone with his eyes like I've never seen before, right? So he was going right for it. I said, head nice. As soon as we looked up, his motorcycle, it's not a magic trick, like it's not automatic, but it helps, right? I'm not really focusing on that though. I'm focusing on the safety aspect of it. We need to be in the, I know, and a lot of the times Bart's looking like this as he's pulling up. He's looking like this. I remember in Tennessee, I said, what are you looking at, Bart? I don't know. No, it's just we have a tendency to look down. Remember, you balance better with your head and your eyes up. That's why a tightrope walker doesn't look down. They're not scared of heights. It's because this screws everything up. All right? Excellent job. He's showing improving, and this guy said I ain't worried about it. But you're supposed to be taking this. I hope you're paying attention, man. It's gonna be real today. All right, now we're doing it from a stop. You guys are doing good. You're actually doing great. Stop looking at my cones. Nice. All right, zero lean, Joe, zero lean. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice, Parker. Very nice. He's not even in the middle, he's on the inside. That was nice. All right, Jeff is leaning. I don't want to lean. It happens. Trust and believe, baby. Head and your eyes on the camera. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, turn the handlebars, turn them, turn them. Trust and believe, you're good. Tim is reluctant to turn the handlebars, which a lot of motorcycle riders are. They don't feel comfortable doing it. Nice, but if they trust and believe that everything's gonna be okay with power, it helps. Oh, everybody's showing improvement today. Even though he's leaning. Come to a stop. Come to a stop. I didn't bring a ringer in. The ring has always been here. You're obsessed with that cone, and then at the end, yeah. Nice and easy, Q, nice and easy.
Did I lean it again last time?
All right, straighten out, straighten out. Now I see why you're leaning. Because instead of making the turn right away, you're coming deep into the exercise. Now you have to lean, otherwise you're not gonna make it.
Okay.
That's the only thing, okay. I see now. Come to a stop. Good, you can take a break. want you to do that again, but I want you to do it slower.
Okay.
Yeah, do that again, but do it slower, because you're leaning. Come do it again. We can't end like that. Come do it again. Just turn those bars, baby. Trust and believe. You're good. Nice and easy. Good. Preload. Slowly release it. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Turn it, baby. Turn it, turn it. Trust and believe, baby. Come to a stop. So you hear Tim's bike as he's pulling away. You hear a lot of throttle, right? So that should be an indication to him that I'm not in the friction zone enough. Take a break, Bart. Come to a stop. This is a pure example that you practice. I remember when you first came out here, and even the second time, you were struggling to be smooth with that rear brake, and now, nice, man. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Start your turn right away. That happens, it's a balance thing. There we go. Good, good, good. Up. There you go. That's better. I got to get one of these brakes extended. So much better. All right, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Don't go too fast. That way you don't have to lean. Head and eyes. Good, good, good. There we go. Straighten out. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Jeff, take a break. All right, come on. Let's do it, D. Trust and believe again. Come do it again.
That's awesome.
That's trust and believe. Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Now see right there, he should have stayed turned, but he didn't feel comfortable. Speed, straighten out the handlebars. And that's why he went this way. Nice, D. So that time, you had it, you were good. And when you started getting to the end, you weren't comfortable. So speed, straightened out. That's why you went that way. Just turn those bars. Turn them.
I launched myself to the left.
If it helps you, scoot up a little bit. Turn it, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Open up that clutch. Try it again. So listen to your throttle. Like right now, let it go. Yeah, it's a little too high. We don't want it too high. So if you ever hear it that high, I want you to, remember, I always want you listening to that. If it sounds too high and you're barely moving, that's letting you know you're not in the friction zone enough. Otherwise, you would be flying. Nice and easy. Don't worry about the number, just listen to it. Good, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded. Open up that clutch. Let's try one more time. I don't want him to stop this time, I want him to go straight through. Just go straight through, don't stop. Slow down, good. Head nice. All right, time to work on.
The thing is, I come to my driveway every night. I do this and pull up my steps and stop. I mean, on my sidewalk, entering my home.
Yeah. Don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated.
No, I want to have to come down here and do a private session.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to exercise number 5, the single serpentine. But this thing, it'll humble you. It definitely will. One thing that's cool on Jeff's bike, you see he's got boots on, he's got a heel. So where his heel starts, that's where he rests his foot. And he could just kind of go like this. It's perfect for his brake. But here's the funny thing. When we were doing the other exercises, I see Jeff's foot just nice and easy. As soon as we got to exercise number 4, his foot's going like this.
Yeah, right turn messed me up, man.
Because see, that shows you that when we get into a situation like that, we start forgetting about everything else we did. Everything gets more, right? But just trust and believe that everything's gonna be okay, all right? Joe, I kept telling Joe, you're leaning. I am? That's why it's good that we record these things so you can watch it. And the only reason he was leaning is because he was waiting too late to start turning. So now he's gotta lean, otherwise he's not gonna make it. D, oh my God. D was doing exercise number 3 and exercise number 4. I mean, he was turning late and then, but a foot never came down, and that's my point. You know, most people would definitely put their foot down. You guys go back and watch what he was doing. I was like, whoa, and Tim was like, whoa. Tim was like, great job, and I was like, yeah, but that's not what we're doing here, man.
But it looked good.
It damn sure did. And it is a great job. At the end of the day, if you go through this exercise and you don't put your foot down, to me, that's a win. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, all right? Not put your foot down. All right, any questions? But you guys did good. And like I said before, when you come out here and you practice, all this is doing is showing you what you need to work on. That's it, all right? Moving on, exercise number 5, single serpentine. Now I want you to lean, right? Now I'm welcoming it, right? Because this is, I need to rename this the hot dog exercise, because people want to come in here and hot dog it all the time. Everybody wants to go fast. We're not on the highway, you're not pushing the turn. This exercise is important because this is gonna help you be comfortable swerving. And in order to swerve, I'm not talking about swerving where you're going fast and the cones are 40 feet apart, 15 feet. That means you can't be going too slow, because if you're going too slow, you can't lean, and you can't be going too fast.
The exercise that keeps you from hitting the guy in front of you.
Yes. So you know why I feel passionate about exercise number 5 now, right? He didn't even have the presence of mind to swerve, right? So if you're going too fast in this, all you're doing is making it harder for yourself, because this exercise also is getting you accustomed to transitioning quickly. And that's going to come into play in figure 8. If we were doing exercise number 8, offset double serpentine, it would as well, right? The faster you go, the quicker you have to do this, and that's not what I want. So if you see Andy go through here, or if you see myself go through here, and it looks like, man, he's going so fast, it's just the fluidity is tricking you. He's not going fast, because the faster you go, the harder it is to turn your handlebars. That's why we don't want to go too fast, we don't want to go too slow. So I want you guys to be wide. Sometimes I tell people don't hug the cone, start wide, and they start wide. By the time they get to the 4th cone, now they're narrow again, and they're hitting the cones or they're just missing them. If you go wide, it's going to force you to lean to make the turns, all right? And that's what I want you to do, all right? Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. I'm going to be standing here. Look at me, look at my camera, look at my motorcycle. Whatever you look at, just don't stare at my cones, all right? Any questions? Then we run through it. Wide. Lean. Lean. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Whatever side you start on the first time you do it, when you come back, start on the other side. There's really no difference, but it's like a mental thing. Use your rear brake if you need it. I didn't use my rear brake at all in there, but I'm always covering it, because sometimes I might go a little bit too fast. I see I'm coming up quickly on that cone in front of me. Quick tap, I'm good. Exercise number 5, guys, and Andy, like I said, to the extreme. Out nice and wide. So I'm looking at the camera. So the look in his eyes, that was the look of confidence. Maybe a little bit cockiness, but that's okay. Because that's where he is now, as a motorcycle rider. Nice. Joe, go. Head nice, straight ahead. Nice and wide. Nice, Joe. Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures, definitely check out his channel. And on his channel, among other things, he's practicing too. Nice, Bart. Very nice. Rich, the return rider, another big guy on practicing. It's a priority for him. And, you know, part of that is, you know, he lost someone that he really cares about years ago due to a motorcycle accident. So, you know, your life experience is going to change your perspective. Got to go out wider.
I realized that when I got into it.
Riding and wrenching, notice what comes first, riding. Another guy on his channel, focused on practicing slow speed maneuvers to be the boss of his motorcycle, which he is. Everybody in this class today is the boss of their motorcycle. Good job, D. Now they're gonna start on the opposite side. Look at Andy, look at him. U-turn. Uh-oh, whoa, nice, nice. Good job, looking right at the camera. Joe's going really wide. Nice, Joe. The SS Goldwing. Nice and smooth. Dipping it. Dipping it. Excellent. All right, Tim, go out nice and wide. Good. Stay wide. Lean it. Stay wide. Good. Lean it. Good. Lean it. Good. Lean it. Nice. Very nice. All right. Got Jeff here. Good. Nice. Nice. Look at his body. Counterbalance it, straight up and down. And when you do this with proper technique, it looks so good. It looks like you're one with the motorcycle. You're just moving underneath you. Just beautiful. And the more you practice it, the more you get comfortable with it, that fluidity, it will come. Nice, Joe, nice. That's what I'm talking about. He leaned a little bit too much on one of them, and the only way he was gonna make the next one, he had to slow down and lean a lot. And he did. See, this is what I mean when I say practicing gives you options. If he's not comfortable leaning the motorcycle that much, not even an option for him. He just would have skipped past the next cone or two. I love it. I love seeing stuff not be perfect and watch you work it out. That shows growth as a motorcycle rider. A well-rounded motorcycle rider is a safer motorcycle rider and a motorcycle rider that's gonna have way more fun. They're gonna enjoy it so much more. It's good to be the boss. Look at this boss coming down here on this Goldwing. So that's another thing of sometimes we get in the flow of it, right? You're in the flow of it. And being in the flow of it, you start forgetting about going wide. And you just want to make slight turns in here. And that's what happened with him at the end. I got it. I got it, Tim. So he started narrowing out, you know, getting comfortable just going like this. No, we're working in here. We're working. We're not being lazy in here. We're working. Work that motorcycle through. Boom. Working it. Boom. Look at his body. The motorcycle's leaning. He's straight up. Counterbalancing. Keep your body straight up and down. That's counterbalancing. Good job. All right, guys, exercise number 6 coming up next, the infamous U-turn. I'm telling you, man, when this exercise is done with fluidity, it looks so good. Mike, D, Joe, I'm gonna talk about Joe in a second, because you see the motorcycle leaning, but the body is straight up and down, the counterbalancing. And it just looks so smooth and fluid. Now, Joe's going through here and he goes, damn, look how much Andy's leaning. I'm gonna do that same thing. I'm gonna go out real wide. At one point, he went out way too wide, right? Scrape, scrape, scrape. The beauty of that is, when he went out really wide, the only way he was gonna make the next one, he had to lean all the way. In other words, he had an option. That's what I mean when I say practicing gives us options, because if you're not comfortable leaning like that, he would have just skipped it and went to the next cone. So, good job. I like to see it not work out and watch you work it out, because that shows, that's how you get better. If everything just works out, you're never challenging yourself, right? All right. Any questions? Also, when Tim was going down, first time he was tight. Second time, widened out, got a lot better. Third time, he widened out, and then by the time he got to the end, he just clipped the cone. Fourth time, the last 2 cones, he was just like, screw this, I'm going back to this, right? When we're in there, when we're in that single serpentine, we're working. So you can't do this, we're working, right? We're working. But excellent job. Any questions? Boom! Oh man, it's gonna be so many people in this box. I know it, I feel it, but not necessary, no pressure. Exercise number 6, infamous U-turn. The beauty about this is, by the time we get here, everything that we've used already is applicable here. 27 feet, that's how much room you have. Or you can use the 18 feet box if you want. Or you can go up here and still try 18 feet, but at least you don't have cones on the other end. Now, Bart's goal is to do 18-foot U-turns on the SS Goldwing. I told Bart it's not necessary, but again, when people are trying to learn this, there are some people that will master a 24-foot U-turn and they're good, and that's fine. But there's other people that once they master that, what's next? What's next? 20 feet, what's next? 19, what's next? 18, that's fine, right? This is a confidence builder. Because you have 27 feet doesn't mean you need all of the 27 feet. So if you're going cone, line to line, I'm gonna tell you why you're going line to line. Either you're not leaning the motorcycle enough, you're not turning the handlebars enough, or you're going too fast. It's one of those 3 things, or sometimes it's a combination of all of those things, right? Head and eyes, right? Notice I mentioned that last, but it's important, especially in the U-turn, because once again, we don't want to be in a habit of not turning and looking before we make a U-turn. So this is where the C, consistency, comes in. When you turn your head and your eyes, keep them turned, right? Your peripheral vision will pick up anything else, okay? If you're not comfortable turning your head and your eyes like this, do it in increments. Because if you turn like this, your peripheral vision can still see this way, and as you progress in the turn a little bit more. You're still good, right? All right. Commit to the lean right away. Commit to the lean right away. Don't come in here to make a U-turn and start like this. And then when you look at this cone, which you're most likely you're going to do, and you see, oh man, that's going to be tight, now you want to commit. So you're right at the line, where if you just committed right away, you probably would have been about right here. Because remember, we're not doing anything extreme in here. You don't have to lock the handlebars, you don't have to drag any boards, even in 18 feet, all right? So if you have to drag your boards in 18 feet, I'm gonna let you know now, except for Joe, because his bike is really low to the ground. If you're dragging, that just means that you committed to the lean late. And you see, uh-oh, I gotta lean more to make this turn. But if you commit to that lean right away, you should be fine, all right? Any questions? All right, we're gonna do a left. I'm gonna demonstrate it first, but we're gonna do a left turn. Then when I tell you, you're gonna stop and make a left turn. Then you're gonna stop, make the turn and stop. Now I know when we do right turns from a stop, Mike might be a little traumatized Because this is the exact location where it almost happened. Now that's one of those situations where, what was Mike supposed to do? He shit himself. He saw Joe coming to him in 3D. He could have throttled out of that, but he froze. And Joe Go has showed it on his channel multiple times. So no. But it brings up a valid point. When you guys make these U-turns, remember, one of the C's is control. When you make these U-turns, I don't want you coming out of the U-turn going this way. Because if you are, you're not in control at that point. You weren't able to right your motorcycle. So if you're doing it in the 18-foot box, it's impressive. But when you come out of it, you should be going straight. Not like this, not like this. And that's this box too. When you come to a stop, right the motorcycle, I want you straight, not sideways, all right? And that's what happened to Joe. Joe got caught in the turn. I always say it's a good problem to have. Most people, that's not happening to. And when he got caught, he just came around. You know what? Watch the video, you'll see it. That's nice. The other C, when you turn your handlebars, keep them turned. If you start coming out of the turn too early, sometimes people's turns look, oh, this is gonna be great. And then they start straightening out and they end up all the way over here. Not a big deal, because I think if something was there, they would have just stayed in the turn. But the point is, I want you to try to make these turns as tight as possible. Not ridiculous, but challenge yourself out here, all right? And nice, commit right away. Hold it. Now in that turn, I'm not even close to dragging anything, right? But that's because I'm committing to the lean right away. So remember, when you get in here, guys, when you go to make a U-turn, as you're approaching, right? Q was saying this is one of the things that kind of stuck with him from lock and lean. Your speed, get that taken care of right away, right? So that's why I always told you guys, whatever speed you're approaching, stay at that speed in the U-turn. Again, don't stay at the speed if you're going too slow and if you're going too fast. Get to a proper speed, stay at that speed, head and eyes, commit. Wherever you are in the friction zone, stay there, right? If you need the rear brake, use it. Because if you don't need it, you got to kind of, see what you feel. If you're going out way far, you're going too fast. Just drag the rear brake a little bit, make that turn, boom. Any questions? And then we'll do it going right. Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of people in that 18-foot box today. Now Mike changed his front wheel. Nice, boy! Mike changed his front wheel to a 21-inch from a 19-inch, so he's still getting accustomed to that. Nice. Now you see right there, as Joe is in that U-turn, lean it over, baby. You see his bike kind of jerking a little bit. Want to be smooth. Nice, Jeff. D, we know D already sent the video of himself doing this. Look at that counter lean. Here we go with the car horn. Nice, Mike. Now, of course, I'm gonna get on Andy for that because he came out going to the left. Nice, Parker. Nice, Bart. Horses are here. Nice. All right, Tim's coming in here a little fast. There we go, baby. And look at where he is, straight. Nice. And if you guys haven't picked up on it already, if D does something, it's D and Rich. That's the Goldwing race. The counterbalancing. U-turn. Nice. Now you see right there, he comes a little wide. He's trying to stay within 18 feet. And that's because he picked up way too much speed he didn't need. See? A steady speed will keep you tight. He kind of jolted out. That's the only reason he went wide. Sometimes we feel like we need a lot of speed. We don't need a lot, but we need some. Woo! The SS Goldwing, baby. Yeah, 1993, Goldwing. And that's an example of not committing to the lean right away. That's why it scraped over there. All right, yeah, okay, good. The only reason you were going that wide is you were coming in fast. Now you can't come in too fast. Keep it loaded, head and eyes, cover that rear brake. Good, good, lean it over. Watch that foot, just open up the clutch. I don't care if it takes you out. Yeah, yeah. All right, looking smooth, man. The guards did their job. That foot almost got caught, did it?
The bars, man.
No, did your foot get caught?
No.
Oh, okay, good. What happened there?
Huh?
What happened there?
The bars actually skidded out.
The bars?
Yeah.
What bars?
I got low enough under the bars, and the front wheel went forward.
And why did that happen?
Huh?
Why did that happen?
But the bars are not.
No, it's not the bars because you did it before. This time, you didn't commit to this lean right away. So that way, when you got here, you had to lean it more to stay in, and you leaned it beyond the, limits. That's all. Now, clearly, you got the skill. Okay. The guards did their jobs. Yeah, right here. So yeah, Rich was saying if the bars, he's talking about the crash bars, but that wasn't the issue because we just saw him do the U-turn, and we just saw him do the U-turn. It's because he leaned the bike way too much, and that's because he didn't commit to the lean right away. Stop and stop. Good, good, head nice, straighten out. Foot down, bing! Good job, right turn's next. All right, come to a stop. Huh? Yeah, man. And he does track racing. That's why he's always putting his foot out. Yeah.
Almost blew through it.
I know. So the last turn I know you're trying to stay in here and you went over that line. And that's because right before you're going to make a turn, you speed up.
Okay.
It's pushing you a little wide. All right? First world problems. All right, come to a stop. Excellent. And that's what I'm always looking for, those smooth stops. All right, come to a stop, sandbagger. Head and the eyes are perfect. Look how smooth it is. Just beautiful, boy, beautiful. His head and his eyes right before he makes the turn. Just beautiful. All right, come to a stop, Joe. Same thing again. A late commit means you have to lean more, and then that just makes it harder to come out of the lean. All right, come to a stop. Good, head and eyes, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're going too slow. Trust and believe. All right, you gotta trust and believe, Tim. Putting that foot down is not a good idea, but that's why we gotta practice.
You saying I didn't commit?
Not right away, so that's the same thing Joe just did, and that's why he scraped. Because he started, I know it doesn't feel good to commit right away, but you've done it on this, and you've done it on the what's his name, M109. Commit. If we were bowling, this would be good. Knock down all the pins. But again, right there, it's the same thing. It's committing right away that's messing with him. And again, guys, it's not necessary to do this. In other words, he's doing it in 18 feet. Clearly, he doesn't have to commit as early if he's using the whole box. But he wants to do it in 18 feet. So just keep that in mind. Plus, he's riding a Goldwing. It doesn't turn as much as a Harley Davidson. Touring model motorcycle. All right, come to a stop. There we go.
I forgot style last time.
D, man, you're looking good, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. You're looking good. Come to a stop. All right, Rich, you're tied. Well, you know what? I feel honored that the first time was right here with me. What happened there, D?
Too slow.
Well, not only that, here's what happened. Same thing they were doing. You didn't commit to the lean right away. So the last time you made that U-turn, but you as soon as you turned, you were leaning. This time you were I could see daylight under your bike. When you got right here, then you put it over. By that time, it's too late.
Can I try one more?
Of course. Commit to the lean right away, D. See, he's not committed. You're not committed. So if you guys didn't recognize this, these guys are competing. See, now you're losing it. You're supposed to be stopped right here. It don't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Commit. Nice, D. And the stop. And you're off this line. You actually have more room on the right side. Good job. Right turns, guys. Right turns. Nice, boy. Nice, Q. But I don't want them coming out going to the right now. I want you coming out straight. That is nice. Keep it loaded. 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 There we go. Going a little too slow. Just got to speed up a little bit. Of course, you're going to feel falling more if you're going too slow. There we go. See your speed? I want your speed to stay the same as you come in. Once you get your speed, keep it. Consistency is one of the C's. Being able to come out straight, that's control. Nice, Jeff. What are you doing over here? That's not for you. Nice, D. Very nice. Trust and believe on full display. Straight through. Nice, Parker. Look at Boy, right in the box. Uh-oh. No, he didn't lean enough. Nice! He worked it out. He didn't commit to the lean right away, otherwise that would have been even tighter. Stay at that speed, stay at that speed. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go. He's going too slow before. Joe's way off of this line. Yeah, too much speed there, plus he's off the line. So with that Goldwing, you gotta almost be perfect to be in this 18-foot bus, because the handlebars don't lean as much. Oh, there we go. He's right on the line right there. Nice. See how he comes out straight? That's what I want. That's control. Even after that extreme of a lean, he's able to come straight out of that turn. All right, let's do it. Straight through. Looking very good, boy. Very good. Yeah, he's not comfortable leaning to the right as much as he is to the left. Make sure when you come out of this U-turn that you're facing straight. I don't want you going this way, okay? Not even a little bit. There we go, right it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right, that was good. The difference between that U-turn and the one before, you were going too slow in the one before. The slower you go, that sensation of falling, yeah, of course, gravity's calling. So now, when you start, get your speed up good, and whatever you get to, stay there. Just stay there. Trust and believe. Good. Right there. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Very good, Tim. All right. You're going straight through. Nice. But you see how he's still coming like this? I want him coming straight. But I know he's more focused on making the turn than finishing the turn. All right. Now right here, you see where Joe is? Yep, that's what I wanted. Straight, beautiful. And he started that turn from right here. Excellent, Joe. All right, U-turn. Go straight through. Not enough lead. Oh, there we go. He made up for it. I want him to commit right away. All right, D. There we go. Commit right away. Nice. No, you're good. Straight through. Now see how far he was off of that line over there? That's because he committed right away. Stop. Straight. Beautiful. Come to a stop, boy. There we go. There we go. See the difference? Because he committed right away. Beautiful. Come to a stop. Then the next exercise. Commit right away. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's like music to my eyes. And that's music to my ears. All right, ready? Come to a stop. Like zero head and eyes. You refuse to turn your head. We're gonna work on it though.
It's this left turn or right turn.
Oh, yeah, okay. I hear you. All that was is you trying to time the foot off the cone. I saw that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Come to a stop. Nice, Rich. Nice. Good job. And you got to finesse those Goldwings, man. So I'm very impressed whenever I see anybody do this stuff on a Goldwing. All right, coming to a stop now. Everything you just did, copy and paste. Good. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Lean it over. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Straighten out. Rear brake. Beautiful. All right, come to a stop, Joe. Looking good, man. Go ahead and eyes.
I told you it was coming down.
Who'd you tell that to? You got a camera running or something?
No.
Oh, so
Kickstand.
Okay.
No,
You're probably the only person out here right now with the music playing. What happened there?
I didn't have power to the rear wheel.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it was really the lean. Once again, you didn't commit to the lean right away, and what you're doing is, when you get right here, you're looking at this and going, oh crap, I'm not gonna make it. Then you go to lean it more. And when you lean there a little too much, that's all.
Okay.
Come to a stop. There we go. I forgot, I didn't have a chance to tell him, he was quick. All right, make it count, it's the last one, man. Commit right away. Woo-wee! Trust and believe. That's right. That's what he just said. And guys, I'm telling that exemplifies trust and believe. You're not going to get a better example of that, especially with that Goldwing. All right, guys. Exercise number 7, figure 8, coming up. All I want you to do is, when you get in the, forget about the cones, right? I want you to do it just with lines. Lean that bike over slightly. Like right now, sometimes the reason you can't lean more is because you're going too slow, right? And if you're going too slow and you try to lean, oh yeah, gravity's calling. So it has to be a constant speed, constant. There's a couple of times that Joe went through, like the first time Joe went through, I saw his bike go like this, right? That's because he jabbed at that rear brake. Either that or he did something with his clutch. That's why I say find a spot in the friction zone and keep it there. Because if we start doing this stuff, this is the stuff that if you make a mistake, you're going to feel it here. So I'm trying to eliminate that. If you just find a spot in the friction zone, stay there, head and eyes, rear brake. If you're going to use it, already be on it before you even start the U-turn. That way you already see what speed you're going. Now you can just stay there, lean and go, right? You have to try to make all of this stuff right before the turn. Don't try to figure it out in the turn. Now, sometimes when you're in the turn and you feel something, you might have to make a minor adjustment. Fine, but if you're still trying to figure this out or gain confidence, just nice and easy. Use the whole 3 boxes, which your rights are better than your lefts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where Q's lefts are better than his right, right? So, again, if it helps you, do you scoot up when you're making your turns? Do you ever scoot up?
When I remember to do it.
It makes a world of a difference. Now, you see Andy. Andy's got one whole ass cheek off the seat, right? But Andy's also shorter, too. The more you can get over your handlebars, the easier all of this is, because that was me. My rights were horrible compared to my lefts. I couldn't get it out of my head, so I just told myself, this is the way it's always going to be. When I changed the handlebars on this bike and then started leaning up, now my rights feel better than my lefts. It's crazy. It has a lot to do with handlebars.
My rights are better now.
Yeah, it's positioning.
It's because of me getting that over there and having control of my clutch and my throttle better. It has nothing to do with balancing the bike. It has to do with reach and control. So when you start getting jacked like this, or you start getting jacked like this, you start losing control. Because when you're like this, you don't have that fine muscle control.
Sitting back in your seat.
If you move your body over, now you're back where you were on the handlebars when you're going straight almost, and you feel all good.
Sitting back in your seat is good for the highway. If you're doing stuff like this, you need to be up. Put your balls on the tank, so to speak. But really, it's the leverage, the handlebars. Now, again, if we're out in the real world, you're not really doing that. You're just making turns. Or you might. It all depends. You might see a crowd of motorcycle riders. Show these guys how this is. You know how we do.
Conversation
right?
starter.
Right? Exactly. Conversation. Yeah, we'll say that. It's a conversation starter. You want somebody to come up and then you can share the knowledge. Right? Each one teach one. Anyway, excellent job, guys. Excellent job. I knew that 18-foot box was going to get abused. Bart, oh my God. I can't wait to do the exit interviews, man, because I was ready. I'm waiting for the rain, and I'm prepared for it because I got so many sandbags. There's a lot of sandbagging. Excellent job. Yeah. No, you weren't. D, beautiful, man. Again, the main problem I saw, and again, these are first world problems in the motorcycle world, in the 18-foot box, people failing to commit right away. And that's the only reason why either they went wide or they tried to commit at the last minute, and that's when you saw a couple of drops, scraping and stuff like that. That's all that was. So somebody riding a Goldwing, like when Rich, and when you, for some reason, it looks scarier on your motorcycle. It just does to me, right? And I also know that there's a lot of finessing that has to go on with those. So, I mean, I love watching you guys do that, man. It's very impressive, man. But not necessary. I have to keep saying that. All right. Any questions about that? Beautiful. Exercise number 7, the figure 8. Same width as that U-turn box, 46 feet in length. Here's the beauty of this. I already know now, if you want to do it in 4 boxes, here they are. But you don't need to. We're coming in through here. We're going out through there. If you go out any other place,
Right, Andy, don't go on that.
no ka-ching, right? When you come in here, you're going for this corner. That's probably She Rides Moto. Once you get to this corner, you're not looking at any other corners except when you're going to exit, then you're going to look at that corner again. Soon as you get here, use all the space you need. Head and eyes, there's a green cone right there. I want you to look at it. Hold this turn. Hold it. When you get right up here, 12 o'clock, now I want you to look at that green cone and I want you to go for it. Hold this turn. Hold it. Go around Andy. Hold it. Don't start coming out of the turn because we're not going for that corner. We're going for this green cone. Hold it. Hold it. Now, Tim, if you're not comfortable trying to transition to the next turn, your goal is I want you to make this turn and I want you to go out on this side of the green cone. All right? That's your goal if you choose to do that. For the rest of yous, now we're talking again about positioning of your motorcycle. When should I start making the transition? Well, it depends on how fast you're going, depends on a bunch of different things, but you should know. Don't start it here, this is too early. Not really, because most of us are leaning enough where this is plenty of room, right? But if it's not, head and eyes, handlebars. Look at that green cone. Hold the turn. Use all the space that you need. Don't turn here and give that up, because then you got to make it up down there. Once you get to the 12 o'clock spot, head and eyes. Look from there to here now. And now that's my goal. That's where I'm going. We're going to do it 2 times, and then you're going to exit out that way. Watch your speed. Again, there's plenty of space, it's fine. But if you're going too fast, if the goal is to be, when you come around the first turn, either at this green cone or on this side of it. If you're all the way over here, it's still not impossible. You're just going to have to lean more, okay? That's what speed's going to do to you. It's going to make you go out wide. Any questions? I'm going to run through it, and you're going to see that. Jeff, I want you to watch your throttle too, Jeff. Make sure it's not too high. Head and eyes, look at that cone, hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, look at that cone, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes, looking at that cone, hold it, looking at that cone. Andy, exercise number 7, guys, figure 8. Andy started that early, but his bike turns tight enough where he don't have to be line to line in the 4 parking spaces. Nice use of the space. Very nice, very nice. He came all the way over to those cones. So now he's got plenty of space over here. He came out of that one early, but again, he leans enough. Very nice. SS Goldwing, baby. Park is definitely in 4 parking spaces. Woo! You're good, you're good. That's right, stay with it, baby. Trust and believe. Nice, baby. Nice. Started that one early. Very nice, Joe. Started that one early. Nice, Joe. Go get your motorcycles. Let's go. Yeah, Cameron. Got 2 V.I.Preloaders that just rolled up. She rides Moto. She said, no, it's not happening today. And Cameron, he said, I'm going to get my bike. That's what I like to see. And Cameron's local, so if he didn't want to today because there's a bunch of people, that's fine, because he can come back anytime he wants. All of them really can, but it's easier for him. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good, 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 good. Lean it over. Lean it over. Lean it over. Lean it over. Watch that foot. He's good. It's just a rollover.
Keep it.
I got you. I got you, man. Yep, right on the left, but you got to step closer. No, it's right on the left, left on the right. There you go. Take that hand. Yep. Okay. You're pulling with this hand, pushing with this hand, stepping forward.
That's all I can do, man. It's been my fear of practicing.
All right, let me try it. It's also loaded.
I know you can do it. Yeah, it is loaded, but
yeah, you got a bunch of stuff in it. The closer you can get to the motorcycle, the better.
okay.
And that was scary because that foot just missed this saddlebag guard. Open up that hand, man. I don't care if you fly through the cones. I just don't want you to put your foot down.
Yes, sir.
But that was good. Look where you are. You made it through the first one, and you damn near made it through the second one. Trucker 2 times. Nice, chap. Nice. You good?
I got it.
What happened there?
Huh?
What happened there?
What? I turned too short and I don't know, man.
Power to the rear wheel. That's always the reason why a bike's gonna fall at slow speeds.
Yeah.
When you heard, you squeezed the clutch in a little bit, took power away from the rear wheel. That's why it fell.
I got it. Okay.
Good problem to have. Transition. Hey D, show him how it's done. Oh. Hey Cam, why are you not on your bike? Excellent, excellent. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Cam. A late edition V.I.Preloader Cameron. Head and eyes, Cameron, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Whole bike is shaking. Head and eyes, look at me. Come to me. Going through this twice. You go through twice, yeah. Keep that foot up. Head and eyes, look at me. Come to me. Start over. Start over, yeah. Nice. Very nice. Nice, Parker. What I'm talking about. Looking good, Q, looking good. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. SS Goldwing. Love the way this motorcycle sounds. Outstanding, man. This guy's been riding for less than a year and a half. Excellent, boy, excellent. These damn Goldwings got car horns on them. That's right, work it out. Beautiful. He scooted up on his seat. Nice. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Head and eyes. Transition. Head and eyes, head and eyes, head and eyes. Transition. Good. Head and eyes, look at me, come to me. Look at me, come to me. Come on, come on, come on. Transition. Keep it loaded, the throttle's too low. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Watch that foot. That's not fair, you didn't even get to warm up.
That's right. I've been practicing this.
I have faith in you. You could just go right in. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 9, the Abominable Snowman. Again, we're skipping 8 because of the conditions on the ground. Hold on, let's do it. Who's in here? Oh, Rich the Return Rider. Let's watch Rich. Nice. Vanessa. Nice. Easy, easy. Woo! Makes it interesting. Guys, great job, man. I mean, it's just excellent to watch. And so far, anybody that's dropped their motorcycle today, they dropped it because they are pushing themselves. They're pushing the limits. Nobody dropped it being timid. That's my point. So your confidence levels are higher. Some people think if my confidence goes up, that means I'm never going to drop my bike. Oh, quite the contrary. You might drop it more now because you're pushing yourself. That's why people say, I've been riding 50 years, I never dropped my motorcycle, because they're riding timid all the time. I love watching preloaders work, man, I'm telling you. We use the whole tire in Preloader Nation, not just the middle of it. All right, exercise number 9, Abominable Snowman. Yes, it's Abominable today, and there's gonna be some people up there in that Abominable Snowman. Oh, it. Man, if I see a Goldwing do that, that's gonna be the first time.
I got the bracelet on, man.
Listen, there's no pressure. That's the.
I ain't going there.
Good. Good. Like everything, there's never any pressure. You do exactly what you want to do. So, we have 27 feet, 25 feet, 22 feet. The Goldwings will definitely be in the 22 feet. I'm not worried about that. And then 18 feet, okay? Remember, a circle is tighter than a box. So if you were just making it in an 18-foot box, you know, just something to think about. When you guys come in here, it might not be relevant in this box, but it will be relevant up there in the top of the Snowman. Don't give up any space. So you guys are gonna come through here. This is your entrance and your exit, right? When you come in here, yeah, so when you come in here, if you go to the right the first time, the second time I want you to go to the left. So if you know your weakness is right turns, if you start left here, it's gonna be a right up there, all right? Okay, just something to think about. When you come in here, if you're gonna make a left turn, don't start your turn here. Put your wheels right here. So if you see this cone, put past it. I don't care, don't worry about it, just put your wheel past it. If you're riding the road glide, I know you can't see it. You see that cone, just go past it. Then when you start this turn, I need you to commit, not commit, I'm sorry. I need you to hug these cones. Don't commit right away. Now I'm telling you not to commit right away. Because if you commit right away, see all that space you're giving up? That's gonna catch you over there. Remember, it's a circle, not a box. Hug these two cones. When you get right here, commit. Now commit. Again, this is more relevant up at the top. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If all you wanna do is this first box, you can go around and go right back out. If you wanna continue, after you go around, the green cones just show you a separation between the circles. Same thing. You come over here, don't start turning. Come right here and hug these two cones. Head and eyes, commit. Hold the turn, hold it. Listen to your throttle, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then on and so forth. Hug these two, hold it. Nice. Hug these two, commit. So here's another thing. Sometimes people make that turn and they go right out. And then sometimes people do like I just did and they want to stay in. Remember, we have to have situational awareness. So sometimes you might make one turn, but you can't make the next. So you have to always be aware of where you are. Sometimes you made the first turn, but you're so tight on it that now the second one, you're not gonna make it. So that means you gotta kind of straighten out a little bit. Get closer to that cone on the left side, hug those two, and then commit, recommit, all right? Again, not necessary, but I know there's gonna be some people out here trying it. D is already over there getting the scouting report, you know, to see what's going on. Any questions? Sir?
All right, so you're gonna commit cone. So when you're up there at the top of this big box here, right? So you're circling back around. Are you using these cones as your like what you're looking at, or like what do you look? Like when you're at the top of the box here, what are you looking at?
The top of the circle?
Yeah, top of the circle.
Okay, so when I come in, I'm looking at this cone, right? As soon as I get right here, I'm looking at these two cones because I want to hug them. But as soon as I see where I am, I'm looking over there because I don't want to just focus on the cones. Once I see where they are, boom. Now my head is over here. You can turn in increments. I want to hug these two cones, and then when I get right here at the top, now I can commit because I'm at the top of the circle. So I'm not going to give anything away. But if you commit early here, start right here, that what I'm giving up there is going to catch me over there. So whenever somebody starts their turn early, they always take out this cone because they gave up the space over there. So wherever you start your turn, if it's over here, put your wheel right here and then hug these two cones. Hug them. The closer you are to them, the better. Now commit. Up there, here you got all the space in the world.
You're wanting a consistent circle, not a egg or a...
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be a consistent circle, all right, up there at least. There we got Andy in here. You know Andy's coming up here. Oh yeah, this is something new Andy does. Come back around, make a U-turn in that box and do it the opposite way. Nice, there we go. See what happened right there? He gave it a little bit, his clutch was out a little bit too much, so he got a little bit too much speed. Now how did he correct that? Rear brake. How do you think the front brake would have worked out for him right there? All right. Trust me guys, it works. What we do out here, it works. Using that rear brake at slow speeds, it works. Plus, we need to keep it loaded in there. Kind of difficult to keep it loaded while having your fingers on the front brake at the same time. Again, this is not riding out in the street and doing that. It's riding out here. You want to have full control of the motorcycle. You want your hand with a firm grip on the right grip. And obviously it's going to be less of a grip if you have less fingers on it. Nice wheel placement. See? He got cocky. He was looking at me talking. That's the only reason that happened. Excellent. And what he said was, this is for Rufus. Rufus is the V.I.Preloader. Haven't seen him and Stacy in a while. Love those guys, missed them. All right, here comes Q the rider, riding and wrenching. And Q's been practicing the keyhole. This is the equivalent to the keyhole. The only thing missing is the entrance and the exit. But the circle is 18 feet, just like it is in the keyhole. And so he's done it before. Keep it loaded. Nice, Q. Nice. You just clipped the cone.
How much how did I just get close to?
Your wheel placement was good. You were a little far from this cone. You were about right here. You want to come up here a little bit more, but you clipped that cone. That's it. That's beautiful. See, again, we all have different goals out there, guys, and this is these guys' goal. They want to get this 18 feet, but it's not necessary. So the fact that he just clipped the cone in here, that's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And for anybody thinking Andy's in here doing stuff on the KTM, oh, that's because he rides a Road King, and he does the same stuff on his Road King. Of course, it's not as easy, but he does it because the rules don't change. Nice, boy. Very nice. Smooth like butter. You hear his throttle? His throttle's nice and smooth. You you only hit the cone because you got cocky. You were talking to the camera.
I told him, I said that was for Rufus because Rufus
I heard you.
did 3.
I said it.
I got to do. I'm going in there one more time. I'm trying to get 4. So Rufus did 3. I'm trying to do.
You got to go in and go the other direction anyway.
That's so true. Why you got to point that out?
Well, you don't have to.
Why you got to point that out every time?
You don't have to, but you know. See if Joe's coming up here. Good, hug him. There you go, lead, commit.
So close.
You had it though. You had it. You didn't hit one cone, so that shows you had it. I want to hear this horn too. I think I already heard it. It's like an air horn.
Yeah. Custom dynamics, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that horn.
Ready? Oh. It doesn't go off if you went down, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta get that horn. All right, Rich the return rider. Scraping those engine guards. To see the difference between scraping his engine guards and scraping a footboard is a footboard gives. It'll bend up. That guard ain't going nowhere. So you can't go, that's what happened to him in the U-turn. If he leans beyond that, it lifted his front wheel right off the ground. Very nice. So we say when we hit a footboard scraping, that's giving us a warning that we're getting close to the lean angle because we're still not there yet, we're close to it. On his bike, when he hits that engine guard scraping, he's at the limit already. Don't lean anymore. Look at this, D is just smooth, man. And D just bought this bike not too long ago. Yeah. The Goldwing doesn't seem to have, it doesn't seem to be capable of doing this 18-foot turn. But it shows you where D is as far as his confidence. The fact that he said, I'm not trying that, and then I look up and who's coming in there? That's confidence. It looks good on you. It really does. Confidence looks good on you. And if it's low, if your confidence is low, practice, and trust me, it's going to look good on you. Everybody notices it. Everybody notices when you're confident. And if you're a confident rider, trust me, everybody notices it. People that don't ride might not notice it as much as people that do. Rephrase, people that don't ride won't notice it as much as people that do. Nice wheel placement. That? I saw you had it. Nice. Throttle, steady. All right, we got Parker coming back in. So Parker said Rufus did it 4 times. So that's what he has to beat, I guess he said. Remember guys, this is not a competition. But if it's a friendly competition, that's fine. First world problems, people. First world problems. SS Goldwing. Bart's throttle control is good. is excellent. His clutch control is excellent. His head and his eyes are excellent. You know, if all little things are excellent for you, guess what? You're gonna do excellent riding. It's that simple. All right, Joe started with a left up there. That means it's gonna be a right up here. Hug him, lean it. Every time you get right here, every time you get right there, you're right at the exit. For some reason, you lean it over even more and pull a clutch in.
But I don't have to lean it more?
No, you already got the turn.
Damn. Okay.
Wherever you were leaned, just keep it there.
Okay.
So your rights are better than your lefts?
No, actually my lefts are better than my right.
All right, so come in here going left. All right, so Jeff made the repair. Good to be able to fix things. Jeff, start over. Start over. Start over, start over. Hug him. You were just supposed to go back through the green and just go back out the same way. Next time. Good job. Very early, Rich. Very early. There you go. Now that is trust and believe. That's trust and believe. You kept your feet down and tried to ride it out, but it was just riding along the edge. So believe it or not, you're leaning way more than you have to. Oh, I know so. When you were over here, you made this turn this far away from this cone. So then you're in an extreme lean. It looks good. And then when you came up here, your wheel placement was better because it needed to be. You came out a little bit early at the top, but you didn't need to lean as much as you were leaning. And like I was saying in the video, when we hear our footboards drag, that's letting us know we're almost at the lean limit because they bend up. If you hear these engine guards dragging, you're at the limit already. No, 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 no.
I think I can do it.
I think you can too. In 20 feet. All right, we got Joe going here. All the way over, all the way over. Hug it, lean it, look at the exit. Good, good, good. Nice and smooth. A little far off the line right there. But see, his lean makes up for it. Very nice, Bart. Very nice. He's far off the line, but his lean makes up for it. You see him shaking his head because he hit this cone? That's first world problem. And I get it. He's like, I did all that hard stuff and I hit this cone. Not a big deal. Very nice, very nice. For you guys that don't know Parker, Parker's been watching this channel since he was 16 and dedicated himself to practicing. And I remember his father was reluctant to let him ride his motorcycle. That's his father's motorcycle. And he rides it now better than his father at slow speeds. All the way over, all the way over. Lean it, good. Good. Nice, Jeff. Last time, last time.
Last call for alcohol.
Last call for, no. Wrong venue. Look at Andy, hot dogging it. Hot dogging it. Next! No soup for you. Good head, nice. There we go. If his wheels are placed like right there, see how far he is off that line? So now he's got to lean more. He shouldn't be dragging his engine guards in here at all. See, he's early. Good, 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 good. There we go. And did you notice? Nothing dragged in there. I didn't hear anything scraping. Because it's not necessary. If the wheels are proper, it's just like when you're out there on the highway riding. And I tell people, if you hear your footboards dragging on the highway in the turn, going too fast for that turn. D is determined to get this 18-foot box on that Goldwing. His confidence is through the roof, and I love it. How smooth he is. And sometimes I got to tell D, slow down. D is a well-rounded rider. He races motorcycles on the track at times. See, he's straightened out right there, but he's still good. All the way over, D, all the way over. Commit, commit, commit. It ain't gonna happen, man. Take my bike and do it. All the way over, all the way over. Hug him. Come in. All right. All right, we're going to close it out with D. No way, too early. Too early. Way too early. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to, we're done with the numbered exercises. We're gonna move into the bonus exercise, the maze with a keyhole. Parker's over here suffering. No pain, no gain. Close it out with D, because D is, he's trusting and believing. So you just, I'm gonna abuse this cone. Take it for a drag. All right, guys. Welcome to the maze, bonus exercise. Again, it's a bonus, but it's the same as the rest of them in regards to no pressure. You only do what you want to do. Simple. If you're going on this side, it's 2 lefts and 1 right. If you're going on this side, it's 2 rights and 1 left. There's a keyhole, 18-foot keyhole. If you don't want to do the keyhole, just go right past it. Don't worry about it. Bart said he wants to be able to do the maze today, so no pressure, but I'm looking forward to that. When you come through here, remember, don't give up space. Go all the way to the right, head and eyes, make the turn. More importantly, after you make this turn, get your ass over to the left as quick as possible so that you could be ready for this one. You don't want to be here trying to make this turn. Still possible, but you got to work harder. If you're going to go into the keyhole, make sure that when you make this turn, make sure you're all the way over here and don't turn early. Turn as late as possible so it puts you at the top. That gives you time to come back over here, straighten out. I didn't get them yet. I meant to have them for this course, but these cones are going to be much higher. And then when you get in here, you can go any way you want. And then when you come back, because that's what we're doing here. When you go through this maze, once you finish one way, just go back in the other way. Make a left turn. Of course, you're going to start over here and go either way you want. All right? If you want to challenge yourself and do it there's no rhyme or reason for it. Do it however you want to do it. Any questions? Head and eyes. All the way over. Commit. Head and eyes. All the way at the top. Come all the way over. Head and eyes. Rear brake. Straighten out. Don't get stuck in that turn. So you want to lean in that keyhole as little as possible, because the more you lean, the harder it is to get up, to upright it.
I couldn't wrap my brain around that pattern of that snow, man. It just mesmerized me, man.
It happens to people sometimes.
Yeah.
But once you got it, you're good, man. Nice, Andy. SS Goldwing, baby. Going for the maze. He didn't get it in Tennessee. Whoa, whoa, that foot. That heel, watch that foot. Just hit the cones, I don't care. And he's got a guard there. So that ain't gonna budge at all. Gotta commit right away. So I'm looking at the daylight under his motorcycle. If I see a lot of daylight, he's not committing to that lean. I got it. He's not all the way over right there. Good. Mike, why is your motorcycle idle?
Out of pain. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Did you re-injure something?
Well, yeah, I guess. No, I didn't re-injure something. I injured something new.
Something new? What happened?
Yeah. Oops.
Commit to the lean right away, boy. Right away. There you go. All the way over. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. See, that time he committed to the lean right away. Nice. Truck it 2 times. Well, shoot, Boyd made that first turn, so.
Yeah. Transitioning back over is the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get the bike that far back, right there.
See, he's a little early and he's not committing right away.
Yeah.
That's why he's not making that. Got to commit right away. Oh, you were supposed to go through the other way. I forgot about that. I forgot. You were supposed to go back the other way. So stay right there. Yep. Just go straight through. Looks like it's up to you, boy. SS Goldwing, baby. Commit right away. Keep it loaded. No commit, see? He's good, he's good. All the way over. Commit. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Woo, I'll take it. I'll take it. is par for the course.
Alright, I'm gonna knock it out on mine then.
All right.
Did you think he was walking kind of cute earlier?
He was what?
Did you think he was walking kind of cute earlier?
No, I said he was mocking Q. Yeah. That's Q sitting right there in the middle.
Oh, I thought you said he was walking cute. I was
No.
like, did he just say that?
He's mocking Rich the return rider, but no, he did legs. All the way over. Head and eyes. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, he ain't even trying that keyhole.
I'm not going to the keyhole.
Yeah, all right, screw the keyhole. This next exercise is new that I'm gonna do. Commit, commit. Good, all the way over. Commit, commit. Commit, commit. Woo! I'm telling you, man, that guy, he's a sandbagger. I'm telling you, man. Like a year. But when he came to the first session, it was less than that. Yeah.
Wow.
He is. Nice, D. What's going on, brother?
Hi, I'm Corbin.
Rob, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
All right. Yeah, you can keep going. Guys, we're gonna move on to a new exercise. A bonus on top of the bonus. But keep watching these guys. I'm gonna set it up. All right, guys. I don't even have a name for this exercise, but it's a bonus on top of a bonus, right? I'll come up with a name at some point if I even do it again. I keep adding stuff, man. But we didn't do 8, so we have this bonus. These cones are 9 feet apart. All right, 9 feet. And the purpose of this exercise is we're gonna challenge your skills that we did earlier, the slow speed, right? Sometimes you can't lean, but sometimes even if you're not trying to lean, you might have to. Did you see how I was coming out that keyhole? I'm straight up, and then I had to kind of let the motorcycle kind of fall into the lean. What exercise is that? Number 3, trust and believe. So when you're coming through here, clearly you can't do this like we normally do a serpentine. It's too close. So you have to do this straight up. And your turns have to be full lock. It's the only way you're gonna make this. The goal here is to see who can get the furthest, aside from Andy, right? Full disclosure, Andy was here like 4 in the morning. I think he slept in the parking lot. But, so he was out here practicing this already. So it's not easy. So the goal is to see who can get the furthest without hitting a cone, putting a foot down, all right? Because what I'm gonna tell you is this, as you progress, it's gonna seem like it's getting tighter, because it is. So when you get to a cone, if you see you're not gonna make it, don't put your foot down and give up. Exercise number 3, let it fall, lean and catch it. You might not make the next one, but at least you made that one, all right? Now I'm gonna try. I didn't even make it all the way through this, guys. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat this. This is not easy. Oh, if you got a Goldwing, forget about it. You're gonna make 2. 1, maybe. I don't know. The SS Goldwing been surprising me all day. So this is almost like a chess match. You got to look at it and kind of strategize. What do I need to do here? Do I come in straight? Do I come in at an angle? I don't know. That's it.
It's yours.
Oh, thank you. There we go. So clearly you can't be going fast on this. This is slow speed all the way and turning. Nope. Watch the lean. Always be aware of what's on the ground. SS Goldwing, baby. Nope, first cone, you hit it. The ass is too big. So when you make this first turn, you're too deep into the turn. You got to be right on top of this cone.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next! 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 Oh, that's it. Don't hug it that much. Nice, boy. Nice. This will test you guys. This will test you. Again, it doesn't matter if you can't do the whole thing. It's how far can you get. What's in your bag of tricks? Remember, the more you practice, the more options you have. So what's in your bag of tricks to work out what you're trying to do here? Rear brake, lean, don't lean. See, he's too far out, so he ain't gonna make that. Uh-oh! Come on, D.
2 is enough.
2 is enough. That's what the SS Goldwing got too. See, he's too far from this cone, but his bike can turn easier. Look at that. But it's gonna start getting tighter, tighter. Oh, he's good, he's good, he's good. Woo! Go! One from the end, one from the end.
Oh my God, bro, Andy, I hate you.
It is.
This is tough times right now.
It is. Now this is tough on the go ring because The handlebars up. He's out. Last time, last time. Nice, Andy. There it is. Now Parker should have those highway pegs pulled in. Nope, that's it. Last time, last time. Ain't gonna happen, D. That's just abuse. That's abuse. Go, down. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to follow the leader. Follow the leader. All right, follow the leader. Who's participating in follow the leader? No, you're hurt. Okay. Hold up. Are you gonna participate in the slow race?
Oh, yeah.
I feel a forfeit coming.
Oh no, no. I will be in the slow race.
Okay.
I can go straight.
You doing follow the leader, guys? Bart, you doing follow the leader? Okay. Here's the rules. Please listen up. Do what I do the way I do it. All right? If you put a foot down, you're out. Pull your motorcycle. See where he's right here. Pull your motorcycle right here. We're gonna do one circle around you. We're gonna honk our horns. That's it for you. Your day is over as far as follow the leader is concerned. No more mulligans. If you put a foot down, you're out. If you hit a cone, you're out. If you ride on the grass, you're out, unless I rode on the grass, which I don't plan to. All right, I'm gonna let you know that right now, full disclosure. When we get to exercise number 4, if I stop, which I will, and make a turn, if you just roll right through it, you're out. Pull to the middle. If I'm in the middle on that line, and you're off the line, you're out. You can make a perfect turn and just pull right here, right? And I think that's pretty much it. Any questions? All right, I'm gonna have a 360 camera high in the air, just in case your integrity is, you know. And when I'm editing this video, I'm gonna blow you up, okay? So far, I haven't had to do that. All right, this guy's been mocking you all day. All right, let me get my camera on and we'll get it done. All right. Guys, welcome to the slow race. Best of 3. We'll see. All right. We got a champion. That's Andy. We got a, no, you're not a champ. I keep telling you, man. You're tied for a championship with Mario. Okay, here's the rules. I'm going to have my hand in the air. I'm going to say on your mark, get set. My hand's going to come down on go. If my hand comes down and slaps my leg and I'll still see your foot on the ground, just stay there. You're out. If you don't realize it, I'll tell you. You're out. The lines. If you run on the line, you're out. Just stop and stay where you are until the race is over. The winner is the loser, meaning the last person's rear wheel to pass. I got a camera set up. That's a photo finish if necessary. V.I.Preloaders, start your engines. On your mark, get set, go, out. Cars out. Winner! Do it again! Go! Mike over there, pot locking. Lights out. Winner! That's it! That's it! You enjoy yourself?
I did, absolutely.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
4.
Any? I don't want to be on the camera in case you sandbag. Any change in that number?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to go with 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me the mic before you change your mind.
All right, thank you.
Pleasure, brother.
Appreciate you.
You enjoy yourself?
Absolutely. Every time I'm here.
Awesome. Always a pleasure to have you here. And congratulations again, being the champ. What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
7.5, I think 7.5. Yeah.
Any change in that?
Yeah, I'll go 8.
There we go. You enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
6 on that bike.
Any change?
6 1/4.
6 1/4. See you in North Carolina.
At least, all right, see you in North Carolina, man. You enjoy yourself?
Of course.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
I think I said 6, 6.5.
Any change in that?
7.5, 8.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Trucker 2 times.
Yeah, yes, thank you, thank you.
You enjoy yourself, brother?
I certainly did.
Good,
yes.
good. What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
2.
Any change in that number?
I'm probably going to stay with that because
Oh,
that
hell no,
follow-over-
Jeff.
Okay, 3, let's go 3, but that fallover was preventable. I'd like to see that in slow motion.
Okay, okay. But like I said before, nobody dropped their motorcycles here doing anything basic. Everybody was pushing themselves. So you don't base your number on a drop.
Okay.
Because that happens.
All right.
Sticking with that 3?
I'll stay with 3 right now.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
Pleasure,
it,
man. Pleasure. All right, come on, Mike. All right, you should have theme music walking like that. You enjoy yourself, man?
Absolutely.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
6.
Any change in that number?
6.2.
It's progress. That's it. I don't give a damn. All right, before you even say anything, shout out on the t-shirt. Awesome.
Thank you.
Jeff, Trucker 2 times, same thing. Shout out on the t-shirt. Andy, shout out on the t-shirt. Awesome, awesome stuff. All right. You enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out here?
6.5.
Any change in that number?
I think I'm going to stay the same because I haven't done anything more than what I've already done.
Okay.
I didn't complete that Snowman, unfortunately.
You really did, but you did.
Yeah.
You enjoy yourself?
I absolutely enjoy myself.
I see you got your rain gear on, so you're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to head home.
What'd you rate yourself when you first came out?
I think I said a 3.5 to a 4.
Any change in that number?
Probably a 3 to a 3.5.
Okay.
I beat myself up when I come out here and I get it in my own head. I
Yeah,
get in my own way, right?
Yep.
And today I let the bike be the boss, but we're going to change that, okay?
That's
I'm
right.
working on it.
That's right.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the boss in some aspects, and then my mind, I get in my own way, but we're going to work through it.
That's right.
So I appreciate you, brother.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Yep,
Always
yep.
a pleasure. So, guys, and Tim said it. I mean, that's really the key here. This is the biggest obstacle we have, right? None of us have any physical ailments that are going to prevent us from doing any of this stuff. It's the mind, right? That's why we have to build confidence, because once your confidence goes up, everything else will follow. It's that simple. It really is that simple, guys. So listen, that's going to do it for practice session 62. We got cones to pick up. We got clouds coming in. You see Tim's already wearing his rain gear. So, guys, 63. I love it. Love it. Practice session number 63. That's the second time a V.I.Preloader told me I'm saying the wrong practice session, and I love that. All right, guys, listen. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, less time complaining about the things that you don't. Oh, my God, I have so many blessings, and I'm so happy for it, and that includes everybody out here in this parking lot today, right? When I think about my blessings, I think about people, not things, right? Things can be blessings too, but people come first. All right, guys, remember, seat time does not equal practice time. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you better make time to practice on it. Until next time.